Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. I'm your computer teacher from IAVIS schools. Hope you all good and safe at home. Now today we are starting our new chapter of computer. But before starting today's teaching, I'll give you some instructions. Hope you all understand and follow these instructions. And the instructions are: number one, don't raise hand during lesson. Ask questions at the end of the lesson in chat box. Use hand-free if you are using mobile and headphones for computer use. Feed your ID and the password properly with your name and class. Take care of time for attending the class. Home tasks should be done in your fair copy of the subject. If there is any disconnectivity during the teaching, try to join again within 5 to 10 minutes. Don't turn on your videos during lesson. Hope you all understand and follow these instructions very carefully. So now we start our today's teaching. The subject is computer, and today we started a new chapter which is input and output devices from your book page number 9 to 15 of lesson number 2. So firstly we discuss about the topics which we studied in today's teaching, and the topic is, firstly we define what is input and output devices. As you already know what is an input devices and output devices, but in today's teaching we briefly discuss about input device and output devices, and what are the different input and output devices which we used in our daily life. Okay, and the other topic of the day is, another topic is, explain about different types of input and output devices. Okay, so firstly open your book page number 9. All the students, if all the students can hear my voice and write yes in chat box, then we continue our teaching. So students, all students can hear my voice. Okay, now start today's teaching. Firstly, we discuss about input devices. What is input devices? Is there any student can tell me what is input device? Yes, students. No one. Okay, I'm telling you what is input devices. Input devices are those devices which is used to enter data into the computer. The device by using we entered some data into the computer are called input devices. Okay, input devices are those devices which are used to enter data into the computer. And the purpose of input devices is to pass information to the memory unit of the CPU and convert the character. By using the input devices, we can convert letters, numbers, and other symbols into the binary pattern, which can be held inside the computer memory. All these symbols and the numbers already fit in the computer memory. That's why computer easily read out what we want to say, and they give the output, and the other thing is they give the result, which is called the output. So you easily understand what is input devices. Input devices are those devices which is used to enter data into the computer. Okay, now we discuss about different input devices. So here you see on your screen there are some pictures. All of these are the input devices. Some of the things you already know, but some things you can firstly teach in today's teaching. This is keyboard, mouse, webcam, camera, and a scanner. Yes, some cameras. All of these things are input devices. So firstly we discuss about, yes, keyboard. So here you see a picture of keyboard. A keyboard is an input device. It's used to enter character and a function into the computer. Okay, to enter some characters, some functions into the computer system by pressing some buttons or a keys. All these buttons or a keys you see on your keyboard, all of these buttons are called the keys of keyboard. It is the primary devices used to enter data, and this is the primary device. All the PCs have their keyboard and the CPU. Sorry, keyboard, mouse, and CPU. All of these three are the primary devices, but there are so many devices which is used for the input. Okay, so in this keyboard there are some keys which we divided. So this button which is started from the keyboard, this button is called escape button. All of these 12 F all of these keys which we have see written F1, F2, F3, F2, F12, all of these keys are the function keys. These three lights or buttons are called the email, web browsing, and explorer buttons. And all of these keys here you see right, left, up and down, all of these keys are the directional keys, and all of these keys are the main typing keyboard, in which we have some numbers keys and also have the alphabet key, and we have another number key. Here you see on the right side of your keyboard there is also a number key or a directional keypad. Okay, so that's the different keys which we divided in the keyboard in different parts. Hope you all understand what is keyboard. I'm repeating. A computer keyboard is an input device used to enter character and a function. There are some character which we say that the alphabetic keys and the numbers keys, all these are in the form of characters, and these are the functions keys F1, F2 up to F12. All of these are the functions keys into the computer system by pressing buttons, and all of these buttons are also called keys. It is the primary device used to enter data. Hope you all understand. Now we move forward. Yes, is there anyone who can tell me what is this? Good. This is mouse. So what is mouse? A mouse is an input device that is used with a computer. By moving a mouse along a flat surface, this is you see here you see on your screen that the arrow key is moving. This arrow key is also called the mouse or a selective key. Moving a mouse along a flat surface can move the cursor to different items on the screen. So on the screen, I can move some arrow from right to left and right and left to right. All of these functions can done by the mouse. Items can be moved or selected by the pressing the mouse button called clicking. Okay, and mouse button also divided into some parts. Here you see this side is called the right click. Right click is used to open context sensitive menu, and this is the left click which is used to move cursor or select an object. Okay, and this cable wire is connected to the computer uh, uh, by which we use the mouse with the computer power. While this wheel is used to scroll up and down the menu or the page from up and down. Okay, hope you all understand. Now, the third one is, yes, is there anyone who can tell me what is this? Good. Trackball. Trackball. A trackball is an input device used to enter motion data into the computer or other electronic devices. Okay, this is also an electronic device. It serves the same purpose as a mouse. It is similar, more similar as a mouse, but it is designed with a movable ball on the top. This ball is movable ball on the top, which can be rolled in any direction. Okay, which we move from any direction, but in mouse we just use some specific mouse in their up, down, right and left direction, but this scroll or movable ball used in any direction. Okay, hope you all understand, and also some brief description of this trackball in your book. If you want to read this also, then you can. And this one is joystick. A joystick is also an input device. It's consisting of this stick and pivot on a base of the report its angle. This is make some angle from this stick or a direction to the device it is controlled. Okay, this mostly used for the gaming, but it is also called an input devices. In today's teaching, we just discuss what is the input devices and what is the output devices. So, keyboard, mouse, joystick, and a trackball, all of these are input devices, and this is also an input device. Is there anyone can tell what is this? Yes, students, good. Light pen. So it is a light pen. A light pen is a computer input devices in the form of light sensitive band used to conjunction with a computer cathode rays tube, which is also known as CRT display. It allows the user to point to display objects or draw on the screen in a similar way a touch screen, but with a greater positional accuracy. Okay, by using this by using this light pen we can draw some pictures and something on a on a computer. So it is an electronic device and it is also an input devices of computer. It is also called cathode ray tube by using in which they give some rays. That's why we can draw some pictures on the screen. So it is called the CRT display, which is called cathode ray tube. So C for cathode, R for ray, and T for tube. Cathode ray tube display. Okay, and also called light pen. Here you see on your screen, what's the picture? Good, scanner. A scanner is a device that captures images from photographic prints, poster prints, magazines, pages, and similar sources for computer editing and display. Okay, by using a scanner, if you have some pictures and you want to scan and add all of these pictures into the computer without dropping or again clicking from the computer, then you use this scanner. You just put the picture on this scanner and this scanner scan the picture and forward toward the computer, and then you see this scanned picture in your PC or in your computer screen. So you can easily edit or display some pictures by using the scanner. What is scanner? A scanner is a device that captures images from photographic prints. Okay, on this picture there are some photographic print, there are some poster, there are some magazine pages, and so on. So all of these things you can easily scan by the scanner, and similar sources for computer editing and display. This is scanner is also used for the editing and display for the computer. Okay, now what is this? Good. This is a web camera. The web camera is an input device. The most popular use of web camera is the establishment of video link, permitting computers to act as video phones or a video conference station. Okay, by using this small camera, you can easily do some video calls by with connecting to your siblings or their relatives which is so far from you. So by using this web camera you can easily connect it with them by video calling or video conference stations. So the web camera is an input device. By using this web camera you can enter some data from into the computer. So that's why this device is called input device. The most popular use of web camera is the establishment of video links, permitting computers to act as video phones or the video conference station. Okay, students. Now we forward toward this is for Canon camera. Camera, which is a digital camera. So, a digital camera is an input device. A digital camera or a DigiCam is a camera that takes still photographs in digital form, and many nowadays also take videos with sound. Okay, this device or this input device is called the digital camera, and by using this digital camera you can take some different tasks. By using this you can say take some different tasks. You can take pictures from this, and you can also make some videos with sounds by using this digital camera, and this is called the input devices. You can easily this connect to your computer and you can transfer your data from this to your PC. That's why it is called as input devices, because by using this you can enter some data into the computer. A digital camera is an input devices, and we discussed that what is input devices. Input devices are those devices by which we can enter some data into the computer. Okay, so by using this digital camera we can add some information or some data into the computer. That's why it is called the input devices. And a digital camera or a DigiCam, this is called digital camera, or also you can say that DigiCam is a computer that takes still photographs. Okay, by using this you can take some pictures or photographs in digital form, and many and some more of people use this DigiCam used for taking picture and also for using videos, is used for videos with sound. Okay, you can also record your sound with this digital camera. So forward toward another input devices. Yes, this is an microphone. A microphone is an input device that captures audio by converting sound waves into an electrical sound. Okay, what what is this input can do some work? A microphone is an input device. Firstly, it is an input device. And what is the purpose, or what is why we use this microphones? Because this microphone is used to capture some audio. Okay, also it records some audio by converting sound waves. It converts some sound waves into an electrical wave or electrical signal. That way uh, we can easily hear your voice by using this small microphone. Okay, it converts sound waves into an electrical signal. So it is an input devices, and this input devices is known as microphone. Okay, students. Now forward toward the other. So are all we have completed are all the input devices. First one is keyboard, second one is mouse, third one is trackball, fourth one is joystick, fifth one is light pen, then digital camera, then yes, what's scanner, web camera, and the microphone. All of these are the input devices. And what are the input devices? Input devices are those devices which is used to enter data into the computer. Okay, input devices are just only used to enter the data into the computer. Hope you all understand and know what is input devices and how many input devices we generally use in nowadays. Okay, now we forward toward the output devices. What is output devices? Is there anyone? Yes, student. Is there anyone who can tell me what is output devices? Yes, output devices are those devices which is used to get the result or information from the data. And if you enter some data, then you have to, why will you enter some data? Because you find some result of this information, or you have to find some conclusion of this data. So the output devices are those devices they get some result from the computer. Okay, you just firstly put input and the computer read out some language of computer language, and they give some conclusion or the result of that data. So the devices they give some result or information from the computer are called output devices. Good. What are the output devices? Output devices are those devices which is used to get the result or information from the computer. Output devices are also physical equipment which translate the outcomes of the computation and related activities carried out in the CPU, so that these can be translated by humans. Okay, when you enter some data into the computer, then computer read out that data and they give some result in such form that humans can easily read out that data. So all of these things, that process which we by which input divided converted into output devices, all the process have done by the CPU. Okay, and output devices may adopt different shapes and styles. The output may be in the form of typed, printed, and visible. The purpose of the output devices is to convert data and information expressed in electronic pulses to human understandable forms such as printed report. Okay, students, all of these things are the input devices. So what are the output devices? Output devices are those devices which is used to get the result or information from the computer. Okay, now we discuss some output devices. What are the output devices? Here you see on your screen there are some output devices. They are the printer, there is the speaker, there is a monitor, and there is some projector, headphones. All of these things are the output devices. Now we discussed one by one all the output devices, how can they work, how can they give some results. So firstly, monitor. Monitor are the main output devices. Okay, monitor are the most popular output devices used for producing soft copy of output. Monitor is associated with a keyboard is called a visual display unit. So we firstly discuss that keyboard is the primary input devices because keyboard is must connected with the monitor because firstly we just give some input, then the monitor give the output. So by using the keyboard we give some input and on the monitor we see some result of giving the input. So that's why both the output and input devices are called the both the input and output devices are very important. That's why keyboard is the primary input devices and monitor are the most popular use output devices. Okay, monitor are the most popular output devices used for producing soft copy output. Monitor is associated with a keyboard is called a visual display unit and also called VDU. VDU stand for visual, D for display and U for unit. Visual display unit and display the output on a television like computer screen. Okay, if you write or type some data from the keyboard and all of these data are seen on your computer screen, on your computer screen or your television screen, so the data comes into the monitor screen are called the output or the display. Okay, so output devices are those devices that is used to get the result or information from the computer. So monitor is the most popular output devices. Now we discuss it further. Yes, what is this, students? Is there anyone who can know what is this? Good. Speakers. Speakers are one of the most common output devices used with computer system. So, why we use speakers with computer? Speakers are one of the most common output devices used with computer system. Some speakers are designed to work specifically with computers, and the purpose of a speaker is to produce audio output that can be heard by the listener. So what the speaker have done, speaker have converted our audio uh, into in output device in output that can be heard by the listener uh, by uh, by using the input devices of microphone. We just what the purpose of microphone just converted our sound waves into an electrical waves. Okay, but by using the speaker we can hear our audio hear our audio which is in output that can be heard by the listener. Okay, so what is the speaker? Speaker are one of the most common output devices used with computer system. Some speakers are designed to work specifically with computers. The purpose of a speaker is to produce audio output that can be heard by the listener. Now, yes, what is this? Headphones. Headphones are also called earphones. Okay, another name of the headphones are earphones. They are used to listen music or a sound from the computer without other people hear or without disturbing other people. We can easily hear some music or some sound by using these headphones, and the other student cannot, and the other human cannot be disturbing by this sound. Okay, but by using the speaker is used for the louder sound, and everyone can hear the voice by using the speaker. But by using the headphones, only one person or two-person can hear the only one person can hear some music and the sound. Headphones are also called earphones. They are used to listen music or sound from the computer without other people hearing. Okay, and in a time that just only one person or one human can listen to music or sound by using these headphones. Okay, now what is this, students? Is there anyone? Yes, projector. Projector is also an input device. A projector is an optical device that projects a figure or a picture onto a surface. This surface is usually light in color and it may be a projection screen, white screen or sometimes a wall. Projectors may be used as an alternative to a television or a monitor in large gathering. Okay, why we use the projector? If the audience or the gathering is large or huge, then the television or a monitor is a short screen. That's why some people used to use projector for the large gathering. A projector is an optical device or an output device that projects a figure or a picture on a surface. Okay, and the surface must be light and projection screen. And sometimes we use our wall which have light color for the projection. Okay, by using the projector we can see some pictures or some figures on the surface, and the surface must be usually in light color or a white color. And projection screen or the or white screen or sometimes or a wall is used for the projection. And a projector may be used as an alternative to a television or a monitor in large gathering. Okay, students, hope you all understand what is the projector and why we use projector. We use projector for the large gathering instead of television and a monitor. So, another output devices are called the, yes, student, is there anyone? No? Okay, fine. Printer. A printer is a device that accepts text and the graphic output from a computer and transfer the information to a paper, usually to a standard size sheet of paper. If you enter some data into the computer and the computer transferred into another language and they give some output, and if you want to take this output into a paper, okay, if you want to take the output or a result or any information into a paper, then you use the printer, because by using printer, a printer convert all the text graphic outputs, transferred all the information into a paper of a standard form of paper. We use some standard size of sheet of paper for the printing. So by what the purpose of printer? Printer is a devices that accept text and the graphic output from a computer and transfer the information to a paper. They give the result by using output. We get some result or information, and by using printer, all the output or all the result or information we can convert these information or result into a paper. This process, by using this process, we use printer, usually to a standard size sheet of paper. We print some information on the standard size of paper. Hope you all understand all of these things. What are input devices and what are output devices? Okay, students. What are the input devices? Input devices are those devices which is used to enter data into the computer. And what are the some input devices? Keyboard, mouse, trail ball, light pen, light pen, scanner, joystick, digital camera, web camera, and the microphone. All of these are the input devices. And what are the output devices? Output devices are those devices which is used to get the result or information from the computer. And what are the some output devices? Output devices are monitor, speaker, headphones, projector, printer. All of these are the output devices. Hope you all understand today's teaching, and you can easily find out what are the you can easily differentiate between input devices and the output devices. Hope you all understand. Now I'm sharing some home tasks with you. You have to done in your fair copy. So here's the home task. Note, firstly you just make a title page of the chapter and leave one page after making the title page. Okay, and you have to choose the correct answer in your book, page number 14 and 15. You have to do in your book with pencils, no color, no pen is allowed to solve all of these things. Okay, all they choose the correct answer of page number 14 and 15 you have to do in your book. Now forward toward the short question answer. You have to complete it all the question answer, why we use a scanner, and the answer must be on page number 13. So you can help by searching on page number 13 for this question. Question number 2 is explain web camera and a digital camera. What are the uses of a speaker and headphones? And write the use of projector and a printer, one use of each. You can write one use of projector and you can also write one use of printer. Just only one use of projector and a printer. And here's the descriptive questions. All the short question answer and the descriptive questions you have to do in your fair copy. Firstly, you just make a title page, leave one page, and then you have to start the short question answer and then the descriptive question answer. And your descriptive question is differentiate between input and output devices. Any five different differentiate, you have to write any five differences between input and output devices. And the second one is define the following in one sentences, which in two sentences. Number one is keyboard. You write two sentences about keyboard, two sentences about mouse, two sentences about monitor, two sentences about joystick, two sentences about trackball, and two sentences about light pen. All of these for solving, for answering all of these things, you can read page number 13. For the differentiate between input and output devices, you read page number 14. Hope you all understand today's teaching and enjoy today's teaching. So now our today's teaching is end now. Hope you all understand and enjoy today's teaching. Thank you, students. Allah Hafiz. Stay safe, stay home. Allah Hafiz.